Congressman Roger Williams joining us. Congressman, before we get into the meat of this, do you have anything you want to ask Hal? We'll give you an early shot at Give Him Hal.
Well, I want to know when he's going to make that third payment he told me he'd pay.
I'll get around to it, I promise.
All right.
I promise, yes.
Well, all right, let's get to the meat. Congressman Roger Williams, let's talk about the big, beautiful bill, because a lot of things in this keep changing, and I don't think anybody's getting a real picture of what's actually left in it.
Well, it came out of the House. I voted for it. It's got a lot of good things in it. There's some things that may not be perfect, but we sent it over to the Senate, and of course they're doing what they do to get it back to us. Hopefully tomorrow, so we can vote on it next week. But the main thing is that I'm supportive of is we got to have the tax increase. We promise that. It's instant cash for our the people. We know that we put that much in the system. They're going to spend it. It's going to help grow businesses, grow opportunities. So we got to come with that cut. We got 100% expensing is big in our district. Regulations have been choking community banks and other businesses forever. That's important. And we got the largest military pay raise we've ever had for our military. So those are the kind of things our district wants, and I'm supportive of. But right now it's negotiations, and we'll sit down at the table and take a little bit of here, a little bit there, and come up with the final bill that we can vote on. But we got to get it done. It's important. People want it, and the president wants it, and that's the main thing. And I as a member of Congress, want to get it done. So it's important we get it handled quickly.
Congressman Williams, a lot of folks have been, and not here so much, but a lot of folks in other states have actually been rioting over the big, beautiful bill. What is in it that is so controversial to at least one segment of American society? Do you know?
Well, that's a great question. I mean, we're talking about positive things, like, say, cutting taxes, helping small business, helping Main Street, strengthening our military. I guess it gets back to what we always say, if Trump's for it, they're against it. And it's a shame. And, of course, one of the big issues in it is the SALT, state and local taxes that liberal states want to have higher deductions in, say, Texas. That's a big talking point they're going to have to come up with, because it was a $40,000 deduction they could make out of the House bill. It's $10,000 in the Senate. So a lot of those people are arguing that they're not going to vote for it if they don't get their $40,000. But that's why we have negotiations, and it doesn't affect us here in Texas. We shouldn't be paying for the mistakes of states like New York, because they charge too much taxes to their citizens.
Congressman Roger Williams with us. Congressman, hang on just a moment. We have to take a quick time out and get an update on traffic and weather on the ones of each hour. It's 7:21 now with Julie DeHardy.
North Loop 820 eastbound at Blue Mound. Only the right lane is getting by now because of an accident taking up the left side. You're backed up pretty solid through Old Decatur, so that's going to be about 25 minutes to travel through there. If you're trying to get into downtown Fort Worth on 35W, it's about 10 minutes from North Loop 820 all the way into I-30. 183, it's about a 10-minute drive if you're traveling from the East Loop to 121. Now in Richardson, we have an accident northbound 75 at Gallatin Parkway in the right lane. Those delays come from Campbell, so that's going to hold you up for a good 5 minutes. Our next update within 10 minutes with WBAP's First Traffic on the Ones. I'm Julie DeHardy.
From the WBAP Weather Center, mostly sunny and typically warm with 94 this afternoon, 95 tomorrow, overnight lows in the upper 70s, a slight chance of isolated afternoon storms early next week. Right now, 75 degrees in downtown Dallas at WBAP.
Congressman Roger Williams with us. Let's talk Iran for a moment here, because there seems to be a divide about the damage done to Iran's nuclear facilities. What are you hearing behind the scenes?
Well, I think it was a very successful, one of the most successful military things we've seen in years, and done perfectly by our great military, our young men and women. And so I think when you go back and you look at some of the damage, and I've been privy to see some pictures that have not out in the public and so forth. It was a great it was a great mission. It was a successful mission. And we're going to find out more as days go by, when people begin to get on the ground and can actually see the damage that's done. So I'm really proud. It makes you proud to be an American. And look, this had to be done, because they were getting closer and closer to building this bomb. Death to America, death to Israel. That's a wake-up call for us. President Trump said we're going to do it now, and he did it.
Why are so many then seemingly wanting to undermine the success of it?
Because it was successful. That's the problem. I mean, you got people in this country that don't want America to succeed. They don't want Trump to succeed. And it's something that we all should be proud of. I mean, wasn't a partisan issue. The greatest military in the world took over and got in, got out. Nobody was killed. but we really hurt their ability to continue to build a bomb that could actually destroy the world. And I'm proud of those young men and women, and we all should be.
Absolutely. Now, what do you make of what has happened in the last 20 years, Congressman? We went from hashtag never again, saying never again after 9/11, and 20 years later, in this span, we have all of this hatred toward our own country. How have you ever seen anything like this before? And gosh, how did we get here, and how do we swing back, or can we, to being able to be patriotic, God-fearing, American citizens who are proud to be here?
No, there's no question. We have to be the greatest power in the world. If we're not, the world implodes. We are the greatest power now. Our friends begin to respect us. Enemies are beginning to fear us. But it all gets back to, again, I would think open borders. We open our borders up to anybody that wants to come in. They come in wrong. They come in illegally. They get more benefits than, say, our homeless veterans get. And so we begin to lose our culture of dominance and happiness. And that's what you got when you got 20 million people in here. We don't know who you are, what you are, but you chant death to America or fly the Mexican flag and tear the American flag down. I mean, when was that okay? And I got to meet two of the final surviving 5 members that landed on Omaha Beach yesterday as we gave them the gold medal. And to think about these men, what they must think when they see some of the stuff that we are seeing in our communities right now, it must be really disparaging. But you look at New York, what they're going to propose to be a mayor of New York. How can that person win? Who's supporting these people? America's the greatest country. We got to stay that way, and we showed it the other night, I think. But we got here because we let too many people in illegally. That's the bottom line.
We're going to have to do this real quick. I'm going to end this. I'm going to play a game with you, and this has not been rehearsed. I'm going to give you a name, and I want just one word, but I have to give you the name. All right, here we go. You ready?
I'm ready.
AOC. Good answer.
Bartender.
Okay.
Bartender. Is that one word?
Jasmine Crockett.
Crazy.
James Carville.
Out of date.
Ayatollah.
Got to go.
How's the car business?
Fantastic.
Good.
I like the way he used a one-word thing on that,
One
too.
more thing on that.
Great.
I'm so glad it is fantastic, because if it's fantastic for you, we both have lots of friends in the car business, and I hope they're all healthy.
Well, our business is good, and a lot of it's due to President Trump and the big bill that's going to come over here. We're going to get it approved.
All right.
Congressman Roger Williams, thank you as always. We appreciate you coming on.
Okay. God bless you all.
Yeah, likewise.